Well, what we're trying to do, an ecological morphologist, is attempting to relate anatomy to the ecology. Why animals look different from one another, why they look as they do, and to figure that out in the sense of tracing it back to how they get their food and how they relate to other things in the environment. The earliest fossils from our lineage, the Australopithecines, had a number of features that looked very much like chimpanzees, and so we needed to understand why it is that chimpanzee bodies look as they do in order to understand why these Australopithecines look as they did. So a lot of what we do is sort of minute measurements of different aspects of the skeleton. We have a little instrument called a caliper, a metal device that has two little jaws on it, and as you move it back and forth, it records the exact diameter of something you look at. Probably the most widely discussed of the things that I've proposed to explain chimpanzee morphology is the shape of the shoulder blade. If you look at the scapula, the shoulder blade of a chimpanzee, it looks very different from that of a human, and no one had ever explained that before. And I think it's related to this propensity to hang by one arm. They can rotate their shoulder blade so that the shoulder is directly over the center of the body, and that reduces the stress that acts on the torso. They have this extremely short back. They've only got 4 lumbar vertebrae, we have 5. But it's even shorter than it seems because the lumbar vertebrae are sort of depressed down into the pelvis, so that really they have almost no back. Their ribs end and their pelvis starts right there. It's probably related either to climbing or to leaping. They don't leap very much, so it seems unlikely that it would be related to leaping. So without the knowledge of what wild animals do with their bodies, there's no way to tell why they've evolved the peculiar characteristics that make each species look distinct from every other species.